What would you rate it?
My ankle.
What's up, guys? Old Head Mike here, Metalcore Mommy Montana. Welcome to our review for Nocturne from the Welcome to the Blumhouse series on Amazon.
I'm sorry I let you get attacked by a werewolf and then into the world.
So, as you know, Amazon partnered up with Blumhouse Productions to put out a series of films. There are 4 of them. We are reviewing one of them tonight, which is Nocturne. We should do the others maybe over the next few days, sometime this week. We'll figure it out. And then also, I believe they have 4 more coming next year. But the first one seemed to be pretty promising. That we watched Nocturne. We picked Nocturne. But yeah, so give us a like and subscribe before we start, and come hang out with us. All right, so we won't go into spoilers, I think, at least not for this one. It's basically a pretty typical story about a girl who makes this unwillingly makes a deal with the devil to improve her music abilities, to surpass her sister. Her sister is her twin.
Sister,
yeah. They both attend the same school for music, though her sister V just seems to have a little more style with her playing, and so she always gets looked at as the better player, even though they both have the same technique and everything. And so Juliet's kind of jealous and just wants to be just like her sister, or just wants to be better, improve everybody, because everyone kind of just ignores her. So the film opens with this girl who's playing the violin. She's sitting there and this clock strikes and she stops playing and jumps out a window. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, that's it was a very good start. Yeah, it's like the opening scene. So it's a pretty good start for a movie, because you don't know what's going on. I tried to not watch the trailers, just so I could. I knew these existed, but I didn't want to. I kind of wanted to be surprised, and so I was just like, whoa, holy shit. So this girl, Juliet, finds the girl's notebook, and it has all these crazy images with sheets of music, and she, starts playing it, and it's called the Devil's Try something. I can't remember right now, but I guess this somehow initiates some sort of ritual that just basically jettisons her to be past her sister. And the only thing about this that bothered me is that she didn't know it. She didn't willingly know it. Like, I feel like maybe she did, in the back of her head, but it's just like she just starts playing this music, and then crazy shit starts happening. It's not usually with these types of movies. It's someone offers them, they're like, hey, I'll, sell your soul, I'll do this, blah, blah, blah. So I guess it's kind of an interesting take on that.
Yeah. I really don't think she knew, because she only found, it was after she started playing the music from that book that the teacher walked in and was like, oh, it's the devil's blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
And then told her after she had played it.
Yeah. Again, without spoilers, really, she just starts improving and gets all these different opportunities, and
weird shit starts happening.
Crazy stuff starts happening. She sees a lot of imagery. This film had a lot of really cool imagery. I thought
oh yeah, I really
it reminded me. It was kind of like a mixture between. She said Black Swan, that mixed with a little bit of maybe Midsommar, just the imagery.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bright colors,
and it's not outright horror either. It's a lot of psychological thriller type
definitely.
shit, but it does it so well that you still think that it might be a horror. You are waiting for someone to get killed.
Yeah, there's
basically.
lots of eerie vibes. There are a couple crazy semi-gruesome scenes, I guess you could call
Trigger
it.
warning for sure.
You do see some blood and stuff. There are some horror scenes, within this, but it's definitely more of a psychological thing. But we did really enjoy it.
Yeah, and all of the horror scenes, honestly, are shot so pretty. Like the someone like falls off a cliff and like they're laying at the bottom of it and their hair starts glowing and shit, and it looks like a sun, you know?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of imagery that involves the sun. So I guess maybe that's what reminds me of Midsommar a lot. Like I said, a lot of bright colors. And so like in my notes, let's see, there's a bunch of like sequences of different students like practicing and all at separate times, but they play the music together, so it blends together as like this orchestra of just crazy sounds, and it's like real, like, you know, it gets in your head, you know what I mean? Like it gets under your skin is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, there was a few moments where the music was like, I don't know, it was really eerie, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
The score is really good in this, of course. It has a lot of orchestral stuff, pretty much mainly orchestral stuff. But a lot of it was there's just these parts where like there's a violin playing and it's just like really bending the notes, and it's just like you know, and you're just like, I don't know, it just was really eerie and added to the scenery of the film.
Definitely adds the edge too, that makes you like, I think the score is part of the reason that you like sit on the edge of your seat like thinking there's like something about to go down, because like the music is just really like so intense.
There's a lot of tension in this, and the music really helps keep that going, even when like nothing's really happening, even when it's just people talking, you know. The score really helps. And then I guess lastly, the cinematography,
beautifully shot.
The camera, there's a lot of really cool camera work in this. There was a lot of changing in focus. Like in one scene it would like focus on the girl, and then it would focus on the background, and it would like fade in and out, and I thought that was really cool. And then of course sequences where they're playing the piano and they're like really intense into it, and it like goes to their face and then hand and then face and then hand, and it's just like, I don't know, it chopped a lot, but it was like in a way that just was really engaging, I guess. I don't know how to other way to say it.
I liked seeing like music things. I thought the lighting was really good in this too, because I don't know, there's a good amount of like dark scenes, but like they're still not very dark. There's always like lights and like bright.
There's usually a light from somewhere, which is like, I guess, part of the lore here, because the whole ritual involves the sun. Like in each of the different artwork pages there's a sun somewhere, and there's the sun etched somewhere else, you know, or on a board or something, and it really, a lot of imagery that involves the sun in this, so it was really beautiful. It ended well.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say like an entire twist ending, but I was definitely not expecting it to go where it went.
You like know it's going to happen, and then it's like no, at the very end it's like, no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's really like
it keeps you on your toes.
I don't know. I want to say like emotionally intense. Like the ending was a lot. Like I definitely teared up because I was like, Jesus.
Yeah,
like,
you feel a lot for all the people that are involved in this. There's a lot of just crazy, otherworldly, manipulative shit that happens. Like you can feel there's a force, but you don't ever see a force, you know. It's this witchcraft, I guess, is basically what it is, some kind of ritual. So definitely worth watching. Hoping the others keep up with it. It was a good time, and it's definitely only an hour and a half. Literally 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it
so much longer than an hour and a half. Like
in a good way.
Yeah, no, it definitely. I was like,
you get a lot from it.
It did great like storytelling. Like it wrapped everything up so like it didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like they were lagging or anything. Like it was just perfectly strung along.
Yeah, and so yeah, there's really no reason not to watch it. You know, it's not like you're gonna, if you don't end up liking it, hour and a half. You know, you didn't waste anything, you know? So definitely check it out. What would you rate it?
Honestly, I want to give it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I was pretty pleased with it. Plus, if you are into Euphoria, it has the main girl, Cassie, in that bitch big bitty Cassie. She does great.
Yes.
She does great in this. No, I don't know. I like, there's not a lot of psychological thrillers that like are so well paced, but like also like so intense at the same time, you know? Like, I don't know. I didn't really get bored at any point, you know?
Yeah.
It's worthy of a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Plus, like, Blumhouse is like slowly becoming one of my favorite like film people.
Yeah, and like I said, just the imagery in this is really what like carries it. There's a lot of really great imagery. Yeah, I'd say I'd give it probably, I'll say a 9. Say a 9. Yeah, there was maybe like one scene where I thought maybe it was trying too hard. The scene, it just shows like, it was actually part of the imagery where it shows her like running in front of the sun, and it's just like this giant sun, and she's just running, and like it was just like her like green screen, you know, and it's just, I was just like, maybe trying a little too much on the scenery, but I don't know. That's just nitpicking, really. If I had to pick one thing that I was like about, it would be that. So 9 out of 10 is still amazing score. Definitely enjoyed it. Maybe I might boot it to a VHS. Maybe that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Let me know. Yeah, so if you guys watched it, let us know what you think. And again, definitely check it out. Hour and a half time. What have you got to lose? So thanks for checking out our review. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to review. And again, keep an eye out. We'll be reviewing the other 3 Blumhouse movies. And we've got other stuff coming, as always. And thanks for stopping by. Old Head Mike signing off, reminding you, never too old for this.
Someday, love will find you. Break those chains and climb through.